The two ordinary hosts of this podcast are not professionals on parapsychology, extraterrestrials, cryptozoology, nor would they describe themselves as religious or prone to superstition. They'd also like to make it known that this show is not intended for children or those with sensitive sensibilities. Please listen at your own discretion. And remember, the truth is often anecdotal.
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. You're sitting at home on your day off, playing a few video games, watching some YouTube, maybe getting some chores done. You're doing the dishes when you hear your roommate come in through the front door and jokingly shout out, "Honey, I'm home." A joke he's made several times before. You chuckle to yourself as you put away the last of the plates into the cupboard. Did you get home early, or? You shout back. The silence that followed was concerning, but not as much as the eventual response. "Honey, I'm home." An eerie way to reply, even if it hadn't been in the same volume, pitch, and cadence as before. You get a sneaking suspicion that maybe he's just messing with you. You clear your throat. "Well," you try to play along, "I'll have supper ready by the time the kids get home. Okay, dear?" Another beat passes until you hear, "Okay, dear?" A shiver runs down your spine. That was no mere imitation of your voice, it was a perfect replication of it. You're paralyzed where you stand, too scared to move, too scared to speak, afraid of what voice you think you might hear next. "Honey!" Your roommate's voice speaks out again, only this time much, much closer. "I'm home!" This kind of sick game can only be played between one unwilling participant and what some might know as a mimic. The very subject of this episode. Hello, listeners, I am Mr. R.
And I'm Mr. X.
A pair of normal dudes.
Reading paranormal stories.
Mr. X, how do you feel about mimicry?
I hear it's the most sincere form of flattery. I don't remember how that saying goes.
I think that's imitation, but yeah, it's the same thing.
Sure, maybe mimics are just really into you.
Oh, whoa. That's something we should consider when reading these stories. Maybe mimics are just really into you, and they're trying to flatter you.
Yeah, sure. Man, this is kind of like a last minute decision to do mimics.
Yeah.
I don't remember why I chose mimics. I think I wanted to do banshees, and then whenever I looked up banshees, all that would pop up was the TV show that apparently is very popular, but whatever. So we found a few stories here that are honestly like a little uneventful, but I thought they all had some funny aspects to them that we can lark on. So I guess let's just jump right into it, because this first post that I want to read from is kind of like a warning. It's trying to make people aware, I guess, is the right term. It's from the Paranormal subreddit. It's posted by Lil Oh.
So when you're looking at this name, it's I think all lowercase LI-LL-L_.
Yeah. So it'd be Lil. I don't know. Okay. This one is flared with experience, but there's not really an experience in the body of text here. But it's titled, "Mimics Are Getting Super Active Recently." And it goes, "I've seen a lot of videos recently where people hear their own voices calling to them, or they hear the voices of their loved ones when they know they're alone. In most cases, the voice is calling from the other side of a closed door and trying to get you to open it. In far too many of these videos, the person does exactly what you should not do. If you hear a mimic calling in your own voice, do not speak. Not to it, not on the phone, do not speak at all. If you do not speak, it will eventually get tired and go away. If it's calling you in a loved one's voice, you can speak, but not to it. Don't acknowledge it at all. And under no circumstances should you open the door. This has been my PSA for everyone, because I'm tired of seeing these videos, and the people basically do everything but invited in. So I mean, first of all, this person's talking as if these videos are like proof that a mimic exists. You know,
Right.
Anybody can fake a fucking video, especially if something like this caliber. You know,
Like a voice.
yeah. But if they don't open the door, then how do you know if it's really there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but this person seemed a little pretentious, if I'm being honest. There were a few comments here of people with like questions, as if this person's like an expert. But this first one here is from bitterpepper9588. It says, I've had a few instances where a voice... Oh, by the way, this post was from 5 months ago, so not super
Very recent.
I've had a few instances where a voice calls out to me, but since I'm not very educated on the matter, I have some questions. Can others hear the voice at the time of the call out, or is it more of an internal voice? The only reason I ask is because the first time that this happened to me, I was in the middle of a math test and heard an unfamiliar woman's voice loudly call my name. Now, this room was dead silent, so surely would have gotten my classmates and teachers' attention. That's the plural questions. It's just the one question. The OP does respond, though, says, that sounds more like auditory hallucinations. Now, I know we've covered all this stuff before on the show. Not super familiar, or I don't remember very well what it was that we said, you know. I'm just going to go over it again. Would you even recognize your own voice?
No.
Right.
So unless you're really used to hearing your voice externally, like maybe you and I would have, or like we would definitely recognize our voice. But the fluid in your skull between your vocal cords and your eardrum distort your voice to you, right? It will sound different if it's coming from somewhere else. Now, because there are so many videos of me talking and I've listened back to them, or, you know, if people use that audio to make their own, I think I could pick out my voice pretty easily.
See, it's gotten to the point where my voice sounds exactly the same in my head as it does like on a recording. So,
well, good.
And because I edit so many podcasts that it's just, I probably would, but I don't think most people would.
Right. Well, I mean, that's why a lot of people, you know, when they hear themselves talking in the background of a video someone else is making, they're like, is that me? Is that what I sound like?
Is that what I sound like? Yeah. Now, the next question, because I do have multiple questions. What the hell is auditory hallucinations?
I mean, it is exactly as it seems. Whenever you hear a disembodied voice, but obviously no one else around you hears it, it is a psychosomatic disorder. Some like a lot of people would suggest that schizophrenia was auditory hallucinations, but that's on its own level. It's not like, oh, I thought I heard my dog. It's I hear a person speaking words to me right now.
Which would be the case with this comment, right? They heard a whole ass other person say their name. But I think we've all experienced this to a lesser extent, right? You're out at the store and you hear your name called out, and you're like, huh? But nobody called you.
Right.
Could be several things, right? Could be just someone with the same name being called by someone else.
Exactly.
Or there's a mimic trying to get you at the Ross, you know?
The Ross.
So look out.
Yes.
Let's see. Someone did respond to that comment. The Hector. Why should I not even acknowledge it? Why would it be bad to, for example, tell him to fuck off or tell him to show himself? What is a mimic anyways? Which is my question. Like, what the fuck is a mimic? Yeah. I guess you wouldn't know because those who do see it are probably dead. The OP never responded to that question, but bitterpepper9588 did eventually respond to the audio hallucinations comment there and said, I didn't even think about that possibility, but it fits more with the time it happened too. Thanks for the info. All right, just some other quick comments here. Some of these people seem a little skeptic, as am I. Leading bug bite is not that they're getting super active. It's that it's easy to fake and the algorithms on social media platforms push them up because people are interested. Exactly. Wishbone Senior 5859, he's a top 1% commenter, says, how have you come to these conclusions, and how many case studies have you done?
I don't think they've done any case. I doubt they've written any journals or had anything peer reviewed. I don't think they're a source that we can cite.
We'll really have to do an episode one day on just these random Redditors that are questionable. Let's see. Strong Purchase 1513 said, I tried this recently and my wife is still not speaking to me after I left her outside. It was actually his wife. Yeah. Forget Me Not 2024 says, not all of them speak and they don't need invitation to enter your house. Personal experience, not speaking to paranormal should be basic rule. Okay. So not all of them speak. So how do you know it's a mimic?
Yeah, maybe it's
not speaking.
Maybe they can imitate your yawn or a sneeze, a laugh. Well, laughter actually would be more worrisome, I think.
Or maybe they can imitate the hum of your AC unit, right?
Oh no! So you think it's on, but it's them.
Yeah, you're like, man, why am I so hot? The AC is running. You go out, it's off, and you're like, oh no, a mimic.
A mimic is here.
Okay, I'm not gonna read any more of these comments. I just thought that was a funny place to start.
No, it's good. It's great.
With someone being so paranoid, I guess is the real.
These things are getting out of hand.
Yeah, there's so many real videos out there. Totally not fit. I'm not gullible. These don't fool me. All right.
Well, now as a test, we have to fake videos just to prove how easy it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
video making is hard, though.
We'd have to release those videos before this podcast, which we are recording on the 30th of April.
Yeah, but we're 2 weeks ahead, so
yeah,
there'd be time.
Yeah, there'd be plenty of time.
Yeah, you can get a tape recorder and freak Jenna out.
Oh no! I wouldn't involve her. She gets too paranoid about this kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. Do you want to read the first story?
Okay, yeah. So I think I encountered a mimic yesterday with a kind of sultry sweating face. The emoji kind of looks like kind of horny, I guess. This was posted in r/paranormal encounters 15 days ago by Elk Efficient 7567.
Pretty recent.
Very recent. Yesterday, sometime in the afternoon, I was in the kitchen throwing something away in the trash. My grandma was sitting on the couch on her phone and listening to whatever show she was watching in the as background noise. As I am approaching the trash can, which is located by the 4 front windows of the house in the kitchen, allowing me to see the street and other neighbors' houses. The second I drop the trash into the garbage, I'm listening to the TV my grandma is watching and suddenly hear a whisper say my name clear as day in my right ear only. I sort of have a unique name, and I knew it wasn't the TV saying my name. I immediately looked out to the street to see if anyone had called my name, and there's not a soul in sight. I knew it wasn't my grandma because she would have just repeated my name if she got no response from me. What's weird is, the voice that whispered my name sounded like my mom's voice, but my mom is very much alive. I'm a little scared that I have encountered a mimic. I'm truly hoping it was either my great-grandma who passed or a friend who passed who whispered my name. My boyfriend, said I should put a line of salt at my bedroom door and windowsill. I have sage to burn as well. How should I go about this? All right, now the end of this post is a question, so I do suggest by the end of our response that we give them an answer.
Well, according to the other post, she's already doing it right. She didn't respond, didn't speak to it.
Mm-hmm.
She just probably looked around kind of befuddled, like, huh? What?
See,
but I don't think that counts as talking to it.
If I had written this post, I would have inserted, like, I talked to my grandma and she didn't say anything.
Yeah. Did she follow up with her grandma?
Also, if her grandmother, I'm saying her, I actually don't know if it says.
I think it's a her.
So if this person's grandma was on the phone and the TV was on as background noise. Who's to say that your grandma didn't receive a video from your mother saying your name?
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Because she is still alive.
We're not huge family people, so...
Right.
We don't know how family dynamics work all that well, huh?
I don't know if I'd ever send my grandmother a video, but...
God, man, I see it all the time. People just FaceTiming each other and stuff, which is cool. It's fine. I've FaceTimed people for hours. One of my friends in Texas, he'll FaceTime me anytime he wants to talk, but we only talk like once every 3 months, right?
Right.
So, but I see people do it every single day. And yeah, you're right. If her mom's still alive, who's to say that her grandma and her mom weren't FaceTiming? And she just was so freaked out by this experience, she just didn't follow up with her grandma.
Could be.
Or she just left. She leaves and never asked a follow-up question, didn't get any answers. So there are some comments here. There's a little thread here with the OP from That Birch 666.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Where they say, why would you worry about salt or burning sage? It doesn't sound like anything trying to harm you. Maybe it was just a time lapse, which sounds out there, but I hear so many stories like this, and it is the best explanation, in my opinion. I don't know about time lapse, maybe just like a mind lapse, I
don't know about best explanation.
If you're doing something so mundane as like throwing something away, sometimes you just go on autopilot, right? It's like when you're driving on the highway and then the next thing you know, 10 minutes have passed and you're like, oh shit, I wasn't paying attention at all. I was just on autopilot, right? Maybe that happened. And maybe it's just your conscience hey, Mr. X.
Oh yeah.
The world exists,
Elk Efficient responds to that. It says, honestly, I'm just trying to cover all my bases on how to handle this. I don't mess with paranormal stuff or spirits, and I'd like to keep it that way. Okay, so don't do anything.
They did say that they hoped it's their great grandma or friend.
Right.
Which, why would you hope that? Wouldn't you, if you're religious, wouldn't you hope that they moved on, right?
Yeah.
Not that they're trying to reconnect with you or something like that. But her boyfriend seems to be pretty in tune with the spiritual world. If his first suggestion is line of salt.
Well, we got to drop down some salt. I'll go get the kosher kind.
I mean, I guess that could also be a religious response, because isn't salt a line of defense against demons or something?
Yeah, a lot of superstition comes from religious origins. When you spill salt, you throw it over your left shoulder because that's where the devil sits, is right behind you on your left side.
Mr. R, I don't know if you noticed, but the next comment
oh no
under this little thread.
Oh no.
It's from Gisette22.
Oh, Gisette.
Yeah. Just Gisette22 has left a comment on this on this post, which is the fourth time.
Yeah.
That Gisette's popped up.
We got to get in contact with Gisette.
Yeah, we gotta maybe do an interview episode with Gisette22 from 14 days ago. So they're active.
Yeah.
Hold on. If I hover over their name, it gives me a little bio for them. It says, Gisette22, I'm a female anomalist for over 40 years. Researching such things as cryptids, the existence of paranormal dimensions, reincarnation, electromagnetic frequencies, ghostly apparitions, and much more. 69,090 comment karma points. Okay. So they comment a lot. But they say for this post, I believe it may have just been a spirit, either one in the neighborhood or a friend or a relative who passed.
All right.
just a spirit wandering through the neighborhood. All right, this is the first not crazy comment from Set22. Probably shouldn't say that if we want to.
Hold on, yeah.
Interview her.
I mean, definitely. I mean, this is the most tame for sure.
Yeah, I think one of our episode titles was based on one of their. No, it was based on a response to one of their comments. Okay. All right, I think that's a good place to leave this story because we have 3 more. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the next one, which is from the paranormal subreddit posted by user Employer Proper 1964. It's tagged not safe for work for some reason.
Oh, what? Uh-oh.
But it's titled, I have a mimic in my house. Living at my house is my mom, dad, sister, and me. House was built in 1902. My sister saw a figure while she was sleeping at 4 a.m, open and close her door. After that, we've all heard voices in each other's voices, only when we're home alone. My mom heard, hello, in my voice. I heard, hey, buddy, in my dad's voice, while I was trying to sleep and my parents were both away on work trips. I had a time where I was showering and the lights flickered, went cold, and my towel disappeared.
Oh, no.
What do we do?
Now you got water all over the floor. That's dangerous.
So here's the thing. You've got Nosferatu and Pauly Shore haunting your house. I think it's time to move.
We should mention to the listener, the reason you spoke those words in the way you said them is that's how they're written.
It is. It's hello with 6 O's and then hey buddy with 2 D's and 4 Y's. Mm-hmm. But they didn't say if their dad heard anything.
Oh yeah,
Dad's the only one not getting.
Dad's probably tuning everything out. If they got a kid like this,
yeah. If the daughter's seeing figures at 4 a.m. and this kid's claiming a ghost stole his towel, yeah,
and my towel disappeared. It's gone.
The dad disappears into the garage with a pack of Pabst.
And we don't see him for a couple of days.
Okay, there's some comments here. From a since deleted user says, I would have promptly yelled, give me back my fucking towel. To which OP responds, I've literally never seen that towel again. LOL. Towel's just gone.
You know what's funny is I've had something, I don't want to say exactly the same, but very similar happen. I have had towels go missing, but more specifically, I've had bed sheets go missing. Like, I've gone to sleep with, a fitted sheet around the mattress and then a top sheet that you lay upon yourself between you and like the comforter or a blanket or, what have you. And I've woken up with the top sheet gone. And like in my head, I'm like, oh, I like kicked it off of me and I stuffed it into the edges of the bed between the wall or whatever. Like it was gone.
Have you checked your belly button?
It's been a while, man. Yeah, I've gained weight.
That's it's strange. What's funny about this to me is I didn't read past the hey buddy. I was like, oh, it's funny, so I'll just include this. But I wrote a towel-based little short horror film that I've been meaning to make for a while. That's kind of funny. Yeah. I wrote it when we were living in Colorado Springs. I just never got around to making it. Yeah.
Let's see. There's another comment here that says by Izzy Mac MCK.
Right.
Or unless it's Izzy McK says, that's so scary. I want to say run, but it's impossible to ditch everything and just up and go. Now I'm scared. I can't take a shower thinking that the lights might go off. Do you have pets? Cats? Dogs? Maybe having a few could tell you when it's there. I don't know, but good luck.
Oh man, if this person lived with Durga, wait, when did your bedsheet disappear?
When we were in the Springs.
Okay. Did you ever consider that Durga might have eaten it?
Durga could have eaten that bedsheet, yeah.
Just the entire bedsheet. Yeah.
He made a day of it.
But they're suggesting having pets to like ward off whatever this is.
Or at least like signal when something bad is there.
Yeah. I don't know how sufficient a cat would be because they would just stare at it, right? And do nothing.
Yeah, cat's going to do what cat's going to do.
Maybe they'll chirp if it's exciting enough, but nah, I don't think.
Unless the ghost is shaped like a squirrel or a bird, I don't think it's going to get much of a reaction out of a cat.
Yeah, the OP did respond to that with, it's just something that we've all kind of came to terms with. I'm 22, and it's been my whole life. I've never felt like in danger, but hearing a voice, no matter what, is pretty damn creepy. Sure. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
Let's see. There's quite a few what look like little stories included in here. Let's see. There was one, I think. This one has a response from the OP, so I'll read this. From Papaya Cautious says, had a mimic at the house where I grew up and lived until I was 38. It was built in 1931, would hear my name and other people's voices. Had a roommate that knew nothing about it say he heard my voice in the house while I was at work. He was afraid to be home at night by himself. My brother told me that before I was born, he was playing with the tape recorder. He left it recording in the house while no one was home. Okay. Played it back and he could hear music in the house, not just mimicking voices. Dogs would go off when they heard it. Okay, so I guess a dog could possibly
maybe
help. You could also hear things like music and news broadcasts in white noise. Strangely, it would just repeat the same 10 seconds or so over and over. Decided at one point that if it had not hurt me by then, it was not going to. Would still freak me out when it happened. Thought for a long time I might just be crazy, but it has not happened anywhere else I've lived since.
A poster suggesting that they're not crazy. Take a drink.
So, Papaya Cautious and Employer Proper 1964 both were kind of suggesting that the fact that their houses are old kind of contributes to this phenomena.
Mm-hmm.
But a mimic wouldn't be a ghost, right? It wouldn't be like someone who's passed on and is like messing with you, unless that's exactly what it is, right? But then could you consider that a mimic?
Right.
I don't think so.
I mean, I tried to, this was very, very brief, like a cursory search. I tried to look up like mimic folklore, and it's all very recent, right? Like there are known cryptids and creatures and legends that do mimicry, but the subject of a mimic is actually very recent.
Yeah, I've like never heard this term until we started doing this podcast. So.
Right.
Let's see, OP did respond to that 3 months later after this original comment, saying, reading this way later than I posted that. I get scared so much being alone even if nothing happens. I always have to have a podcast or music playing. You can listen to this podcast.
Hey, we got one.
Also, I used to have a dog that would growl and bark at random corners in the hallway. Ghosts are real, and people who disagree are insane. I think you'd love this podcast, Employer Proper 1964.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even really know what to suggest this could be, right? If you have a towel stealing ghost, I don't know. Speaking of the towel, used bodybuilder 670 says, "Did you find your towel?" And as we know, the OP never saw it again.
Nope, so. Never again.
Now, OP, like I said, I have no suggestion for what this could be. Maybe just get used to it. Right? Yeah. It's been your whole life. Stop freaking out so much.
There is one more comment. Wisdom Governs Choice 5 months ago says, please check your carbon monoxide detectors. On the chance that this phenomenon is not paranormal. Ugh, I can't talk. I can't read. I'm an idiot. Why do I have a podcast?
Maybe you should check your filters.
Yeah, maybe so.
I know why my brain don't work so well.
No, so I work in a hardware store.
I'm tired.
As of recording this, I should say my day job is working at a hardware store. And the other day we had a man come in who was super unique. And just a weirdo. He came in, he had this walker. He was holding the walker up as he was walking. It wasn't touching the ground. So I don't know if it was like a exercise for him or something. But he walks over to the counter and he was like, do y'all have carbon monoxide detectors? We're like, yes, we do. Right this way. And as I'm walking him to it, he's talking about how he wants one that's that you could crank, that like you don't have to plug into a wall.
What is this, the 1900s?
Right. Because I was like, well, we have battery powered ones, and he goes, oh, so I don't have to plug them into my wall? And I said, not technically, no. And he was like, that would be perfect. I didn't want to ask him, but like, what's wrong with his outlets?
I mean, maybe there's some mimics in it. I don't know. Maybe he's worried that the mimic is going to mimic his carbon monoxide detector.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when it does the little annoying beep or whatever.
I thought that, I'm like, this guy probably needs a carbon monoxide detector, but just totally based on his behavior.
Okay, I'm going to read this last comment from this post before we move on, because it's a little relevant to me right now. Yeah, it just says from You're Not Smart Reddit. They commented, you mean a demon? To which OP does say, definitely not a demon. And there's a little bit of a thread there. But at my day job, I guess you can consider it's overnight.
It does happen at night.
I work in like a grocery store, and recently, like in the last 2 weeks, there's a very foul odor that pops up in like random parts of the store that literally smells like someone ripped ass, right? Which could be sulfur.
Right.
Because sulfur smells like that. And, you know, people keep bringing it up, and I'm like, yeah, it's probably like a drainage issue it's a fucking old building, so who knows? But someone was like, it's probably a ghost. Because I guess people's first reaction to stuff is like, the paranormal. But I was like, what? Well, surely it's not a ghost. If it smells like sulfur, that'd be a demon, right? Because demons smell like sulfur. And then just got quiet and didn't say anything to me. And I was like, oh, yeah, I probably scared this person.
Oh, man.
Which good. They should be scared. Because we work in a terrible place. Okay. Moving on to the next one. Let's see. You got two options there, Mr. R. You got a possible mimic or I heard a mimic. They're both pretty short, so it doesn't really matter.
Let's, I'm going to base it on the user's name. Okay. I heard a mimic. This was posted on r/paranormal encounters 7 months ago by Odd Flatworm 92.
Okay.
So I was in a detox center for the last 7 days. On the 6th day, I went out to the smoking area and sat out there by myself, just thinking about things. Like we all do that. All of a sudden, I heard my name being called from behind me. I turned around and no one was there. Just a large field. So I thought it was my imagination, as I have had hallucinations during my detox. I then heard my name being called again, so I looked and no one was there. It happened a third time, but this time it was a lot closer. I put my cigarettes out and quickly went inside. It freaked me out to say the least. Now, I don't think this was hallucinating because my hallucinations only happen at night for some reason. Also, I can usually tell when it's a hallucination. I had been reading a lot about mimics over the last month, so this may have invited one in without my acknowledgement. I mean, it goes back to that first post.
Is that how this works?
Yeah, mimic stuff is everywhere.
We're talking about them now, so it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
Which I've been very tired lately. Before we started recording this, I got home and immediately passed out. I'm still feeling pretty drowsy. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just start hearing my name being called. I do get this weird phenomenon at work where I listen to, like, podcasts and audiobooks all night. So sometimes I'll be, like, knelt down doing a task, and then I see, like, kind of like a shadow walk past me or whatever. It never freaks me out. People walk back and forth through the building all night.
Right.
But a lot of times I just think, like, oh, it's probably just, like, my eyes playing tricks on me or whatever. Now it's going to happen in an audio form, right? I'm going to start hearing people call my name and shit, which probably happens a lot too, but I keep my headphones in, so it's an easy way for me to ignore people. I thought this one was funny because it takes place in a detox center. Because sometimes we're like, this person was definitely high, right?
Right.
So this gives us two options. They're detoxing and they're definitely not high. Or they're in a detox center, so they're definitely high. This could also just be somebody messing with them. I forgot to say this, but in the post where the kid lives with his parents, the last one we just did, their dad's totally fucking with them, right? Because they didn't say anything that their dad was experiencing.
Right.
So he's just going around messing with them. Dad owns the house.
It
he
should
could
be
have just taken
mentioned,
that towel and
like,
disappeared it. Yeah.
Everything that we experience, anything that anyone experiences within, this podcast, the idea that someone is messing with you should be like at the top of the list. Always.
I guess they did specify they're always home alone, but I mean, I don't know. There's all sorts of technology now. Dad could be fucking with you from anywhere, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like in this instance, like, I don't know, someone that she goes, so Odd Flatworm was in a detox center for 7 days. I don't know if I would do this within 7 days of knowing someone, but just to like hang out in a field behind them, say their name, and then duck away.
Yeah, that was my first thought. I'd just be like, "Hey, Odd Flatworm." Hi. You'd be like, huh?
Oh, that's even creepier. If someone knew my Reddit handle. Oh man, that's a ghost.
I don't even know my Reddit handle, but like my old Tumblr username, someone called that out, and it'd be like, oh, fucking chills up the spine. Let's see. There's quite a few long comments on here. Sorry, I wanted to look to see what other stuff this person has posted. They have a video on their page
of
where they're like, it's titled, "Does this sound like a mimic?" And
oh boy,
it's 1 minute long. It looks like they're hovering over their boyfriend who's asleep. And let's see.
It's just their boyfriend snoring.
Yeah, that's quite literally what it is. There's a TV playing in the background, and he's like wheezing, snoring. When he breathes in, it kind of like wheezes, and then he breathes out, and it's like a snore. He also has a weird, fucked up looking shoulder.
And that's the scariest part of this video.
So this person really believes that they're being haunted by a mimic, I guess.
So I was reading through the comments as you were looking at that video. Jean Vies, as of 7 months ago, says, saw both mimic and a shapeshifter. A mimic will mimic someone's voice to mentally distort you. I was sitting at my hospital's common room, and a mimic spoke in a voice of an old acquaintance, which was not humanly possible. I encountered a shapeshifter. I guess I'm still encountering shapeshifting individuals. It's so spooky. That's the end of that comment.
Well, there's a little thread there. Let's see.
Yeah, they do have a conversation.
That's spooky. And I am sorry you're experiencing shapeshifters. I always experience the Hat Man when I am having sleep paralysis. I've encountered many other things while I have been completely awake. Okay.
Very good.
So, Juan Viz or whatever, essentially just kind of eggs them on. They're like, such as, blah, blah, blah. And I think the next comment on here is just all the things that OP has seen. But we're not focusing on those things. We're focusing on mimics. Big Delaware does say hallucinating.
That's all there is to that comment. There are no likes, no dislikes, no awards. Just the word hallucinating.
There must have been a dislike because it has 0 on it.
Oh, I guess when you post something, it, like, you auto like it. Is that right?
Yeah. It'll automatically have 1 like. Let's see. Any other interesting comments? Ash the Atheist said, I would love to believe you, but your opening statement said you were in a detox center. It is extremely common to have withdrawal symptoms and hallucinations when coming off of drugs. I'm mentally ill myself, so Jesus. I'm mentally ill myself, so please don't take this as me discounting your experience. We have enough of that in the medical realm. I'm just trying to be real, trying to be a realist. I'm hoping things have improved for you, dude. Addiction is hard. Which OP says, no, I completely understand your response. I respect it. Thank you for answering. This one's kind of sad since it takes place in a detox center. This person clearly has issues, But
well, I hope they're working through it.
Yeah. This one definitely seems like auditory hallucinations, though. You're saying that you're hallucinating. Why would it make it happen audibly, right?
Right. I mean, it would be way worse if you heard your name and you turned around and there was like a dragon bear or something.
Or even just fucking a person. As we've said many times,
true. People
a person
are way
is scarier than, well, I mean, there's not a whole lot more to this story, but mimics, seems to be the first thing people jump to for some reason.
I think that I'm going to start doing that at work, actually. If any of my superiors approach me and they're like, hey, we've noticed that you do nothing but sit around and look at your phone all day, I'd be like, that wasn't me. That was a mimic. I don't know if it'll get across, but like, hopefully that works.
So that brings up a question for me. Are mimics shapeshifters? Can they impersonate you physically, or is it just a voice thing?
What do mimics look like? He typed into Google. So unfortunately, thanks to the very, very popular TTRPG D&D, or Dungeons and Dragons, if you type what do mimics look like, you're going to get a result of a lot of different things that have teeth, like chairs and treasure chests.
Yeah. I don't know what you're looking on. I think I'm using Bing, but there's like this fun little ant looking guy here.
Oh?
Hold on. This is what Bing thinks a mimic looks like.
Oh my God. Okay, listeners, what I'm looking at is, imagine the Pokemon Scyther if it was brown and was kind of the cockroach villain at the end of Men in Black 1.
Yeah, kind of like mixed with an ant.
Yeah, it's definitely more ant coated than cockroach, but that's the vibe it's giving me.
What's funny is that this is clearly like a little sculpture someone made, because you can see the base here, and it's in front of what looks like a storage unit.
Yeah, like a storage unit or garage door, some kind of rolling door.
Can you imagine winning one of those, like,
I know, like a raffle? You get this thing. What? Not a raffle. What are those?
No. What? Oh man, what is this called? Storage Wars. You know?
Yeah.
You go to like one of those auctions and you win this fucking unit.
Open that up. Shit your pants.
Yeah.
God.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to our last story here,
All
and
right.
then we can do any asks that you might have. If you click on this picture, there's some fun sculptures that come out of it. Okay. This last one is from the Paranormal Encounters subreddit by Honeycrafty403, titled Possible Mimic. When I was younger, around the ages of 4 to probably 14, it's a pretty wide berth there.
All right.
I would be in bed, eyes closed, ready to wake up, almost like sleep paralysis. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Then I would hear my dad's voice calling me. It would sound close, like it was just outside the door. Then it would sound as if it were going through a tunnel, slowly getting farther away, quieter and more echoed. I would be terrified at first, but after a few times I kind of told myself not to worry and told it to fuck off and leave me alone. I don't know if it was a dumb thing or not. That's in quotations. Who's this person quoting? Has anyone experienced something similar?
I told it to F off and leave me alone. Quote, I don't know if it was a dumb thing or not. That's so confusing. Why did they do that?
Yeah. The whole sleep paralysis thing seemed pretty confusing. But first thing that comes to mind is this is definitely a dad fucking with him, right?
Dad's got a huge piece of 4-inch diameter PVC pipe and is holding it up to his mouth.
He's doing two things. He's pretending. Well, one, he's pretending to roar like a lion. You know, when you cup like a tube around your mouth and you kind of oink as if you're a pig and you go. And they're calling their son's name or their child's name.
Yeah.
To freak them out at night. Can you imagine doing this for 10 years? You're that antagonistic towards your kid. You're just like,
so
hey,
here's the thing
kid.
is if it was a bit at first, right? If you were like, oh, I'm going to scare my kid so bad, and it didn't work the first night, you're like, I'll just do it tomorrow. And the next night, and they say it takes 21 days to develop a habit. So
yeah.
After the first 21 days of dad doing this, it just became routine. And the kid never said anything out of fear of sounding like a paranoid idiot. So the dad just kept doing it. And then, I don't know, after the 10th year, I don't know, is the dad dead? Dad still around? How are we feeling about dad?
Well, I don't know how long ago this was. They just say, they just give us an age range here.
Yeah.
But what I imagine is you're a kid. Your parents are going to go to bed after you no matter what, right? Mm-hmm. So surely, they took the kid away, closed the door, and then on his way to bed, the dad's just kind of like, good night, Tom. And then just keeps walking on, right? And this kid was just like, I think I heard my dad's voice.
I'm being haunted. Love you. I love you, son.
So who was that? It'd be scary for you to hear that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. If I heard it, can I say, you know how much, like, I consume so much more media because I like living with Jenna. I'm exposed to more things. And almost every movie or show or some other thing that we watch, there is a subplot that involves a character meeting their dad for the first time. And it's like, there's no fucking way that it would go the same way for all of these characters, because I know it wouldn't for me.
Whew.
Anyway.
Like the character is like super excited to see their dad, or
well, like there's this moment that's like, hey, Willie, we know you're having a hard time, so we invited your dad to your wedding. And they're like, I don't know my dad. And they're like, we found him. He's coming. And there's like this moment where the two lock eyes and they just know, right? This could be a hired actor, right? But they're both like, that's my son. And they hug. And I'm like, bullshit. Are you fucking, this would be awkward. I'm a socially awkward person. There would be no hug, first of all. Like, maybe a handshake. But also, like, I would try to make a joke out of it because that's how I handle stress. And so that's 32 birthdays that you owe me for. Like, there's no way anyone in the real world would behave the way these people do. Sorry, that lasted way longer than I meant it to.
No, it's fine. I literally, I don't talk to my dad all that often, mostly because we're both like a little antisocial, I guess. We just don't communicate well. And I think the last time I spoke to him directly was on his birthday last year, which would have been the end of June, I think. Okay. And then on New Year's Eve, I pull into work because I had to work on New Year's Eve, and my aunt calls me, and she's spending New Year's Eve with my dad, and she's like, "Hey, talk to your dad." And then she passes the phone to my dad. And this is a FaceTime to bring it full circle. She FaceTimes me. She's like, talk to your dad. And she hands the phone to my dad. And he's like, oh, hey, meet my fiance. We're getting married next year. And I was like, oh. Didn't even realize he was dating anyone. And according to the wedding invitation, they've been dating for 7 years. So.
Holy 7 years?
Yeah, and so he invited me to his wedding. And so it's like the opposite of the scenario you just did. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of awkward. But all right, are there any comments on this that look interesting? There's not a whole lot of comments.
There's not.
We might be able to read. Some of them are kind of long, but we might be able to read through them. I'll start with the shortest one.
Yeah.
Alchemist 2211 says, people frequently report this. These kinds of things are never one-offs. Any other paranormal encounters? To which OP does respond, I have a few. I'll add them when I get a chance. Smiley face. And then, oh my gosh. Alchemist replies, yeah, because any entity would do other stuff. Obviously, the place is haunted.
Obviously. Wait. That's got to be another part of the drinking game. Is anytime someone says, like, the most reasonable answer or the most likely or obvious, and then they follow it with obviously, and then the place is haunted. Come on.
So we have to add an aspect. Well, I mean, we're gonna have to develop this drinking game at some point. We'll have to add an aspect
to do it.
that if there is one reasonable comment, like the check your carbon monoxide detectors.
Yes.
You have to chug an entire beer.
Whoa.
Or whatever you have near you.
It's got
I don't know why that reminded me of the Christmas we spent in Colorado Springs. I bought you that Viking helmet.
Oh, yeah.
With the beer stuff.
Man.
And you chugged 2 Dr. Peppers at the same time and almost died.
What they don't tell you about those helmets is like the siphoning factor is further improved by the carbonization of whatever you're drinking. So when you start a suck, that sucks. It's just going to keep on going. You have to finish the 2 drinks unless it's water, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't finish them, it's just your mouth is going to get full and you're going to dribble all over yourself like an idiot baby.
If we ever turn this into a video podcast, we'll have to make use of that helmet if you still have it.
I think I got it somewhere.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Another comment here from Shower Electrical 9342 says, "Yes, I was alone in my house. I lived alone and heard my mom say my name
Brag
to me
about it.
Right next to me. It was daytime and I wasn't anywhere near sleep. It scared me and I called her to see if she was okay. She was fine."
I'm so glad they let us know that she was okay.
How funny would it be if this was like an elaborate... prank's always going to be my first suggestion, right? But their mom like ran to their house, snuck in, because I assume they probably have a key, called their name, left, and then just freaked out their kid. I'm not going to have kids, but if I did, I would probably do some shit like this, honestly.
Yes. No, I agree with all of that. But I was thinking that whole time, we can agree that hauntings are just ghost pranks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
what else do they have to do?
It's not like a ghost. Like, you never hear of anyone dying of a ghost, right? They're like, "Oh, I got really scared because of a ghost." But like, yeah, that ghost pranked you, dog. It's laughing at you. Hold on. I'm writing down ghost prank and see if I can call Ashton Kutcher about it.
When you, well, I don't know if you want Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, maybe not. Actually, wait. I'll call someone else.
I don't even know if like Gen Z would even get that reference.
No,
at this
probably
point.
not.
Let's see. There's another short comment here. Odious Me says, "My old house was very haunted. Twice I've had, 'Hey, darling,' spoken in my ear, sounding exactly like my wife. I could literally feel the breath on my neck, but no one was there. My wife was downstairs at the time."
Ghost prank.
Oh, yeah. Man, if I was a ghost, I'd be impersonating people's partners.
That's what I'm saying, is you got some silly bitches out here dying and not going to heaven or wherever they should be going, and they stick around and they fuck with people.
They're like, "Well, I couldn't get into heaven. Me personally, Mr. X, I don't believe in hell. So if you don't get into heaven, you're just stuck
There's no other choice,
forever." Really. Yeah.
I'm Jewish. I'm not allowed to believe in hell.
So OP does respond to that saying, "Could be something trying to trick you into thinking you're safe. Then it could harm you." Okay. That has 0 likes, so somebody downvoted that for sure.
Well, you know what? I'm going to give it an extra downvote.
Well, I don't think we... Oh, this one's not archived. Yeah, screw it.
It's so rude.
Even if you believe in this stuff, it certainly can't harm you, right? Like, you hear every once in a while of hauntings where people got physically hurt or they'll get scratches and stuff. And man, even if I believed in ghosts, I don't think it would be the ghost doing that stuff. I think it's just people fucking doing shit to themselves.
If you get scared badly enough by what you think is a ghost and you throw yourself down a flight of stairs, sure, you can blame a ghost for that. Like, I would blame a roommate if they like if a roommate scared me so bad that I fell down a flight of stairs. That's the roommate's fault. You can say the same about a ghost. Now, a ghost cannot physically harm you,
if you get scared and fall down the stairs and there's no one there and you blame it on a ghost, can you sue the ghost?
You take that ghost to court.
What kind of reparations would you get from that?
What? Do you think the ghost would have to represent itself, or would it need a ghost lawyer?
They just get one of the those public defenders to have to like sit around and wait for a case to come up, and they're like, well, here's your client, I guess.
So on this piece of paper, I've written Ghost Prank and Ghost Court, which I think are 2 possible TV shows that we could work on.
Or at least an episode of the show Ghosts, which I've heard good things about, but haven't really gotten into myself.
Oh, I've seen clips of that. It looks really funny.
But okay, I think that's going to do it for the mimics.
The stories. I do have 3 Ask X's here for you, and I want to preface this by saying these Ask X's were plucked from the website, right? After I searched in Ask Reddit the word mimic, okay?
Okay.
So, like, just with all that said, I just needed you to know that.
Okay. This one is from The Muffin Man. 2 months ago. Says, what would you do if a humanoid being was following you, badly attempting to mimic your day-to-day life? I would...
Mr. E is already responding to this.
I would trap it and make it work my day job because it wants to.
Yeah,
Mr. E says let him.
Yeah.
Maybe they could do a better job at it. All right. I'm excited to see how they respond to your other ones.
A great answer. I'm so excited for this. Here's the next one.
What is the one celeb that's the easiest to mimic? I'm not good at impressions, but I'll give it a try.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Christopher Walken.
God damn it. So there's a unspoken rule in the household that anytime someone sort of sounds like Christopher Walken, we have to lean into it really hard. And the one word that we have to say to really get the point across is a Christopher Walken impression, specifically as his role, the Emperor from Dune Part 2, whenever he says the word Baron, and it works every time. It's always good.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to mention this person's username. It's great. It's Julius Seizure Salad.
Julius Seizure Salad is very good.
Mr. E did respond with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You aren't great at impressions, but if you said that line, people would know.
Yeah, I think they'd get who I was trying to be, right? Mm-hmm. All right, what's your last one here?
All right, last question.
What household item? Yeah, I saw this one earlier. I want to see what Mr. E says. This is posted by Please help me, I am horny. Yeah. It says, what household items can I use to have sex with that will simulate a vagina? Household items? I have no fucking idea. Maybe if you bought a fleshlight, that would be considered a household item. Mr. E is typing. Let's see what he has to say.
Yes. Hell yes. Ethan, tell us. Survey says couch.
Oh,
it's gone. Oh, no, he's typing again. Oh, this is a roller coaster. I can't handle the excitement.
He's thinking. He does live in a tiny house.
Yeah, tiny house.
He doesn't have as many options.
Did he just downvote that?
He downvoted,
He didn't even respond. He just downvoted the question. Which means a sponge?
A sponge.
All right.
This is his response.
I guess if you fold a sponge in a certain way.
I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Fuck. I don't know, man. I saw some interesting things with a peach in a movie once.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, like we can go even further. Like, the apple pie from that one movie.
Yeah.
I saw a video recently with a grapefruit. I don't know if that's a household item, but if it's in the house, it can be.
What fucking video are you watching?
There's a video. I'll see if I can send it to you. It is innocent. There's nothing raunchy about it.
Yeah.
But it's this really really handsome guy. He's got a mustache, kind of a short mullet, very beautiful blue eyes, and there's music playing over it, and it's just showing his face, and he's like looking into the camera, and it says hard launch, which is a trend where people will hard launch their relationships online to show everyone that they're, in a relationship. And we were all anticipating to see his gorgeous girlfriend, right? But he turns the camera and he shows a grapefruit that has been bisected, essentially, with a massive hole through the center of it, as if he'd been pleasuring himself with a slice of grapefruit. So,
oh, Jesus. Mr. E kind of doubles down here, which kind of makes me a little suspicious. He says, you put some dish soap on that thing. Gotta be close, right?
What are you talking about? Now, we know that Mr. E has fucked because he does have a kid.
He's at least one, right?
Yeah, but it does make me wonder how... No, I don't want to ask this question. How sponge-like?
This is a chance for me to correct something, I guess. Whenever we did the kids episode, we failed to mention that Mr. E does have a kid.
Oh, right.
We didn't even ask for his opinion on anything.
Damn, we didn't ask.
But
that would have been great.
With that said, he has written a kid's book before.
He's written 2.
Oh, 2 of them?
Yeah.
The other one I know is the She Needs More Dinosaurs.
There's a sequel to that one.
Ooh. So, Kindle? Is that where he has it?
Maybe. No,
I don't know. Maybe I'll post a link to it.
If we find a book about a sponge and some soap and he's using some kind of pseudonym, we know.
Oh, man.
We're calling you out, Mr. E.
All right, I think we should end on that.
We absolutely have to end this episode. That's going to do it for this Mimic-themed episode. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening. It's been a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure. If you have any stories of your own, you can submit them to us for this show in the comments, or on our Reddit, PONDPOD.
Yeah, I mean, these could be considered the credits, but
That's
if
true.
you're enjoying the show, you can do a couple things for us. You can leave a comment on Spotify, or you can leave a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening to this. You can also consider listening to some of our other podcasts. Mr. R has the Dirty 22, what he does along with Mr. E, and in our other show that we do with our friend Jet Kuso called Sequel Factory. But we've been a Paranormal Dudes, ever in need of stories to intrigue, perplex, and maybe even frighten. So remember, if you can't explain it, post about it. And until next time, stay tuned and stay haunted.
Stay spongy.
Ooh, stay spongy.